Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining my presentation. I'm a PhD candidate from UPSI. My name is Qiu Chuane, and my corresponding author is Dr. Siti Shuhaida Shukar. The title of our research is A Bibliometric Review of Vocabulary Learning while Mobile-Assisted Language Learning. My presentation will be conducted from the following aspects. Now, let's begin. Firstly, let me give you some backgrounds of this research, as expanding one's vocabulary knowledge can be helpful to one's language proficiency. Nonetheless, developing vocabulary in classroom context is seen as a long-term process that has remained one of the most difficult strategies for most EFL and ESL learners. Nowadays, mobile-assisted language learning has emerged as a widespread phenomenon in EFL and ESL language pedagogy, and vocabulary learning is one of the most frequently investigated skills in this area. Mobile learning trend has brought about numerous more studies, including conventional reviews, systematic reviews, and meta-analysis, which have shed some light on how more could offer plausible ways to improve learners' EFL and ESL vocabulary. While bibliometric reviews in this field is still scanty to the researchers' best knowledge. With this in mind, the current study seeks to fill this void based on the following research questions. Number 1. What are the document types and the yearly distribution of the retrieved articles on vocabulary learning via more? Number 2. What are the major countries and the journals publishing research on vocabulary learning via more? Number 3. What is the distribution of the most used keywords and words in title and abstract sections in research on vocabulary learning via more? And the last one is, what are the most cited articles and who are the most cited authors in research on vocabulary learning via more? Secondly, let's move to the method section of this study. Scopus database was used in this study to retrieve the related publications based on the searching criteria of Prisma strategy. The Voice Viewer software was used for the bibliometric analysis of this study. On April the 15th, 2022, the keywords mobile assisted language learning or more, or mobile app, or mobile learning, and EFL, or ESL, or language learning, or language teaching, or English vocabulary were entered into the topic sections for Scopus database. In total, 642 publications were searched out with the same span setting to all years and the language to English. Furthermore, we manually screened the title and abstract to eliminate irrelevant ones. As a result, 229 publications were retained for further review. The third part is about the findings. For the first article about the document types and the yearly distribution, from Figure 2, we can see over the last 16 years, the total 229 documents comprises of 137 articles, 86 conference papers, 4 review articles, and 2 book chapters. Figure 3 indicated that a trend of slight growth in the number of publications from 2007 to 2018 can be witnessed, but from 2019 to 2022, it shows an exponential upward movement. With a slight dip in 2018 and 2020, the number of articles had been steadily increasing overall, with the lowest publication in 2009 with only 1 article and a peak in 2021 with 40 articles. Okay, let's move to the findings of Article 2, the most contributed countries and journals. From Figure 4, the results show that the most popular country in this topic was China, with a total of 24 articles discussing it, following by Japan and Malaysia, who shared a similar rank with 18 publications in the second place. Iran with 14 publications ranked in the third place. Indonesia, Turkey, the United States, India, Saudi Arabia and Thailand were in a comparatively backward place. Table 1 presents the top 10 productive journals with 6 Q1 journals with SGR ranges from 0.23 to 1.84. The list was topped by the lecture notes in computer science, which had 11 publications. In terms of the citation, Journal of Computer Assisted Learning received the most number with 389 citations. As for the H-index, lecture notes in computer science received the highest with 450 times. RQ3 is about what is the distribution of the most used keywords and the words in the title and abstract sections. Demonstrated by Figure 5, the top 10 occurred keywords were vocabulary learning, more, ape, gamification, EFL, call, augmented reality, language learning, mobile phone, and e-learning. The widely used keywords indicate that the research themes on these 10 keywords are the popular trend in this era. A closer look at the layout of a title and abstract-based term co-occurrence network shown in Figure 6. The most trending keywords are effect, system, foreign language, environment, activity, experiment, test, control group, experimental group, questionnaire. It indicates that studies in this area focus on investigating the effectiveness of the vocabulary learning while more generally using quasi-experiment containing the experimental group and the control group. For RQ4, Table 2 indicates that the paper Chen and Chuan in 2008 published in Computer and Education Journal is the most cited article in this field, with a citation of 271 times. Noticeably, 50% of the paper obtained a citation more than 100 times. They are Chen and Chuan 2008, Lu 2008, Chen and Li 2010, Baslu and Academia 2010, and Wang and Loi 2010. Based on the citation and co-citation authors network, Chen CM citation with 549 citations and Stockwell G co-citation with 104 citations were the most influential authors. Please see this in Table 3. Generally, the findings of this research show that there has been an increasing in global interest in this field over the last 15 years. Countries with an ESL or EFL context, such as China, Japan, Malaysia, have paid particular attention. Meanwhile, the knowledge of contributor journal presented could be beneficial for the researchers who focused on the utilization of technologies in AFL and ESL education. In addition, the analysis of the co-occurrence keywords and the words in the title and the abstract sections revealed varied research themes, including mobile learning apps, gamification, call, augmented reality, e-learning, and vocabulary fostering through experiment. It is important to note that the analysis of the most frequently cited papers and writers can inform readers about the best articles and well-known authors in this sector. Inevitably, the current study has some limitations, such as in that searches were conducted in the Scopus database. Other databases are suggested for further studies to confirm the research topics and trends. Consequently, this bibliometric analysis study is hoped to inform researchers and practitioners about potential research directions that researchers are interested to pursue while investigating this field of study. Okay, that's all for my presentation. Thank you. Next is the Q&A session. If you have any queries, welcome to ask me. Thank you.